This video is about two variables statistics. The marketing director of SeaWorld was concerned about the effectiveness of a recent advertising campaign. The director recorded the advertising cost and the number of tickets sold in the last 8 months. The data is shown in the table below and sorted in ascending order by advertising cost. A. On graph paper, draw a scatter diagram to show the data in the table above. Use a scale of 2 centimeters to represent 3 units on the x-axis and 1 centimeter to represent 0.2 units on the y-axis. I already set up this coordinate plane. Remember, you need to label correctly about the scales, x-axis, y-axis, and also with the units. Then you can plot the coordinates. Before you get started, remember for each small one, for the x-axis will be 0.3 because this is 10 small units. 3 divided by 10 is 0.3. For these small units will be 0.04. Then I plot these points on this coordinate plane. Let's go to B. Find the mean value of the advertising cost in thousands USD X bar. C. Find the mean value of the number of tickets sold in thousands Y bar. D. Find the equation of the regression line Y on X. Interpret the meaning of the slope. Then you can graph regression line on the same graphing paper. Graph paper. All these 4 questions will be done by graphing calculator. First of all, we need to put all the data in L1, L2. Then go back to stat, calculate. This is a 2 variable stats, so go to 2, enter. L1, L2, no frequency, calculate. You will get X bar is 74.6. Then move on to get Y bar is 1.925, or you can put the 1.93. Let's do 3-figure fix, 1.93. So we get for B, X bar equals 74.6. For C, Y bar equals 1.93. We need to go to mode, diagnostic on, enter. Then go back to stat again, go to calculate. This time press 4. We will get y equals mx plus b form. Slope equals 0.0518. Y-intercept equals negative 1.94. This is a correlation coefficient, 0.927. So we get for D, y equals 0.0518 x plus negative 1.94. We will write down minus 1.94. We know the slope is 0.0518. So how to interpret the slope? First of all, we will write down rise over run. difference of y over difference of x. Then check what's the meaning for y and for this x. Y means number of tickets sold in thousands. X means the advertising cost in thousands USD. Since the slope is a decimal, you can put over 1. As the denominator increases by 1 unit, y will increase by 0.0518 unit. As the advertising cost increases by $1,000, the number of tickets sold increases by 51.8. When we sketch a regression line on a graph paper, make sure the regression line passing through 2 points. One is the mean point, x bar, y bar. Then the y-intercept. X-axis started from 60, not from 0. We know the regression line function equals 0.0518 x minus 1.94. Then for this f of 60, we will get 1.17. So we need to pass through these 2 points. Mean point is this. And also the y-intercept will be 61.17. 1.17, this is a 1.2. The scale is 0.04. So this one is a 1.16. 1.17 will be here. Just estimate. Then for 74.6, small unit is a 0.3. Then this part is a 74.7. 74.6, just very close to this 75. This part is 1.96. Because 2.0 minus 0.04 is 1.96. You can estimate over here. Then you connect these 2 points. This line is the regression line. Y equals 0.0518x minus 1.94. Let's go to F. The marketing director decides to spend 70,000 US dollars on advertisement next month. Use the equation of the regression line found in D to estimate the number of tickets to the C word sold next month. Round your answer to the nearest hundredth. We know the equation of a regression line is y equals 0.0518x minus 1.94. So we substitute the $70,000 into this equation. Remember, for this x is 70,000 USD. So it's not 70,000 plug into this equation. You need to put 70 instead of $70,000. You have to be very careful of the units. So we get 0.0518 times 70 minus 1.94. We will get 1.69. Remember the unit, it's thousands. will be 1690. Since we need to round the answer to the nearest 100, we can write down 1700. For the G, is the answer to F reasonable? Justify your answer. According to the table, the domain for X is between 61 and 82. 70 is between 61 and 82. 70 is greater than 61, less than 82. It's interpolation data, and it's reasonable. Let's go to this H. Find the Pearson's product moment coloration coefficient R for this data, then interpret. When you interpret this R, remember you have to see the direction and the strength. We already got from the calculator R equals 0.927. There is a positive and a strong correlation between advertising cost and the number of tickets sold. Now let's go to I. Find the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient RS for this data, then interpret the monotonic relationship between X and Y. So let's label here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then check whether you have the same value. You have a 375. So we will do 6 plus 5 plus 4. You divide it by 3 equals 5. Therefore, the final rank will be 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 5, 7, 8. For Y, we will do the same thing. Then check whether you have the same value. We have 2.2, 2.2, 2 plus 3. The sum of the ranking adding together divided by 2 is 2.5. So we have 2.5, 2.5. We will do the same thing to this 2.0. 4 plus 5 divided by 2. That equals 4.5. So we have 4.5, 4.5. Rest of them, and we just write this down. This will be the rank for Y. We will clear this L1 and L2. Highlight L2, clear, then go down. You will clear this L2. Same thing, highlight L1, clear, then enter. This time, you will put the rank for L1 and L2. Go to Stat, Calculate, go to 4, then enter. This time, we only focus on this Spearman's correlation coefficient, 0.840. So for this RS equals 0.840. We need to interpret the monotonic relationship between X and Y. Monotonic relationship. Spearman's rank correlation coefficient positive. As X increases, Y increases. If the correlation coefficient less than 0, then as X increases, Y decreases. Since we got this experiment's rank correlation coefficient for this problem is 0.840, it's positive. As the advertising cost increases, the number of tickets sold increases.